Okay, so I made this quick video to show you how we have been solving the distributive property. This has been one of the harder properties that we have been learning. We learned about the associative property and the commutative property. So I am making this quick video just in case your child needs another recap on how to do this. Hopefully this video will work because this is my first time ever doing anything like this. So we're going to start with 13 times 7. 13 is the big number, so we are going to have to decompose it into smaller. So we do that by trying to add smaller factors smaller add-ins, because that's what we call the numbers when we add. So I tell them that we need to start with 10. So 10 plus what would give you 13? So it would be 10 plus 3. And there's my 3. So then I tell them the next step is to add parentheses around that. So we decompose 13 into 10 plus 3, which is smaller factors for them. Those factors are easier for them to multiply 7 by. So now that we have done 13, we can't forget the 7. So I tell them that they need to put the 7 by the parentheses in front, because that is the number that we are multiplying. If you ask them, they will tell you. If you ask them what number are we multiplying, they should be able to tell you, I am multiplying 7 because the 7 is by the parentheses. That is my first number, is 7. So after this step, we call this the distributive equation. They have to have this first. This is the distributive property. Then that is when we do the next step, which is parentheses, blank times blank, parentheses, plus blank times blank, parentheses. So now we start with the number that we are multiplying. We know that it is 7 because that 7 is by the parentheses. So this equation says I'm going to do 7 times 10 plus 7 times 3. So the 7 needs to go in the first blank, which is why we put 7 in the first blank. This is one set of parentheses. This is the other set of parentheses. So the first number that we're adding goes into the first set of parentheses. So the first number that I'm adding is 10. So I'm going to put a 10 in the first parentheses. The second number that I am adding is 3. So I'm going to put the 3 in the second parentheses. So I have 7 times 10 plus 7 times 3. All 3 of those numbers need to be in the equation below. 7 times 10 plus 7 times 3. Once we get to this spot, they just solve it. So I have 7 times 10. That's easy. That's 70. Once they get done, I tell them to cross it out so we don't have to look at it anymore. Then we cannot forget that plus sign. So we bring the plus sign down. And then we do 7 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21. Once we do that, we're going to add 70 plus 21. So 70 plus 21 is 91. And that is how you find out the answer to 13 times 7, which is 91. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that it helps.